Hey everyone, you're with Tesla Tom. Thanks so much for joining us on Ludicrous Feed. Today I want to go through the energy stats from my household for the month of June 2019, which was just last month. As you can see from this snapshot here taken from my Tesla app, the house was self-powered for 65% of the time, meaning that for 65% of the time the energy came from the sun directly 45% of the time and indirectly from my battery 20% of the time. Let's go through that right now. So a quick reminder, I live in Sydney, Australia. I've got a family of 4. I've got an 8.4 kilowatt solar array and a 13.5 kilowatt hour battery in the form of a Tesla PowerWall2. June in Sydney is the start of winter. It's cold, it's getting colder, average of 10 to 18.5 degrees Celsius, which is 50 to 65 degrees Fahrenheit for our North American friends. And we receive 5.1 hours of sunshine per day. I'll go through that in 1 second as well. This does not include my electric car charging. I'm on a separate plan with my power company. For $1 a day, I'm allowed to charge my car as much as I want. So I'm pretty happy with that plan, but the statistics is basically just for my household usage minus the car. So this graph I want to quickly show you. I like pointing this graph out because it kind of tells you where we are currently in time. So June 2019, which was last month, as you can see, this is pretty much as bad as it gets with regards to how much sunshine we get in Sydney. So for solar and battery fans, this is it, like, 5 hours per day. It doesn't get any worse than this. So if you can get through winter, then you're cruising for the rest of the year because you're up in the 6s, 7s and 8s for a number of hours of sunshine per day. So June 2019, lowest for the last 12 months at 5.1 hours per day. So that makes a big difference because look at May. May last month before that was 98% self-powered. So most of the time, like almost 100% of the time, it comes from the sun, the energy for my house. Whereas June, big dip in sunshine hours, down to 65%. 98% to 65%, big difference in 1 month. Let's have a look at the stats. So just a few highlights here. We used 679 kilowatt hours for the month of June. That's approximately 20 to 22 kilowatt hours per day. Towards the end of June, we're starting to use heating overnight for the children in the bedrooms. So that's why the usage climbs up. Of course, 65% of that came from solar or PowerWall2, which is basically solar anyway, just stored in the battery. 254 kilowatt hours came from the grid, which is just slightly under 10 kilowatt hours per day. A little bit of export back to the grid as well. We managed to produce 586 kilowatt hours of solar, which is just under 20 kilowatt hours per day. About half of the time that solar went to the home directly, and then almost another half went to the PowerWall2, which was then powering the house later on when the sun went down. Tiny amount went back to the grid. Alright guys, that's a quick snapshot of energy usage in my home for the month of June. Like I said, the lowest amount of sunshine of the year because we're sort of getting into winter. And of course, June 21 is the winter solstice here in the southern hemisphere. So that's kind of what you'd expect with the low daylight hours. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And as always, happy charging.
Thanks for watching and thanks for being part of the energy revolution. If you haven't done so already, be sure to hit subscribe to stay up to date with our latest videos. Happy charging!